The Kronen Prime, one of the most popular weapons in Warframe, and oh boy does this build absolutely carry, and it's just strong. Alright, before we hop into this quick video, leave a like and hit that subscribe button for more Warframe content. This video is going to be quick and to the point, so I hope you enjoy. Let's talk about the mods, why we use them, and then we can hop into the simulacrum, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, so the build we're going to be doing today is a slash build. It is built for slash the bleed procs, that slash inflicts. Okay, so which means that the base damage and what you're hitting is not going to do a lot, but the ticks of the slash are just going to do so much damage, and it's a status weapon. So what we're going to do is we're going to utilize Weeping Wounds and Blood Rush together and Condition Overload. That way we can apply a whole bunch of statuses when we get up our combo, because this Sovereign Outcast is the best stance we can use for the Kronen Prime. Please use only the Sovereign Outcast for this. It is definitely needed. It is a 4-former build. You will have to former your stance slot. And we're going to do primed reach. Now you can use normal reach. The reason why we use reach is because, well, the more enemies you hit, the more enemies you do damage to, the more status you can apply, the more damage is done. All right, so Berserker Fury, of course, attack speed. You want to hit faster, apply more statuses, and do more damage quicker. Like I said, Blood Rush, Condition Overload, Organ Shadow, which is crit damage, which increases our slash damage procs, as well as a Bane. Now the Bane is multiplicative, so this is big damage as well. You don't need primed Smite Grineer. You can use a Smite Grineer or any other smite, it doesn't really matter, but definitely a Bane will make a huge difference to the damage. Gladiator Might for extra critical damage, stacks on top, gives more damage for the slash procs, and critical chance per multiplier as well is also pretty good. It pairs with Blood Rush very well, and Weeping Wounds, it will apply a lot more statuses and faster, which means more damage. Now this build can actually be put on any slash weapon that you want. It's not actually necessarily tied to only the Kronen Prime, but with this weapon it really shines. Now I have used this build for the Steel Path Ender Farm, Vodjanoi, and oh my word does it carry really well there. So if you're doing the Ender Farm and you're struggling to find a weapon that carries, get yourself a Kronen Prime and get yourself this. If you don't want to spend the plat on the Kronen Prime, feel free to pop this onto any other weapon that's slash and test it out and see if it does the same damage as well. Let me know in the comments below if you guys try this out on another weapon. Now before we go into the simulacrum, I do want to mention a couple of things. For example, like the focus tree. If you're not focusing on something else and you're doing something and you can have a free-ish like focus tree kind of thing, you can use Naramon for Power Spike, which stops your melee counter dropping instantly and goes down slowly instead to keep the stacks up. But if you are using another focus tree, it's not the end of the world. You can just build it up again insanely fast. Then also, of course, because it's a condition overload, you want to have a primer. So if you have a new core, of course, the normal new core build, I'm not going to go over it too in depth, but you can just take a screenshot and you can see just a magnetic new core and stack 4 elements on it and you're good to go. It's just more damage. Oh, and by the way, the Discord, yeah, it's in the description below. And then of course, if you really want to min-max, you can put on Arcane, I think, yeah, it's Arcane Fury, and you can put on Blade Charger if you want, or Arcane Strike. That also works very well. It depends on the Warframe and the situation that you're doing. Alright, with that being said, let's hop straight into the simulacrum. Alright, so now that we're here, remember I do have, technically speaking, the wrong Bane. I have Bane of Grineer. So I'm going to show you deliberately against Corrupted Heavy Gunners to show you that even without the Bane, how much damage this build does against enemies and how much slash damage it does as well. So we're going to do the usual. We're not going to spawn normal Frontier. We're going to spawn Corrupted Heavy Gunners because these guys are a bit tankier. And we're just gonna go. Now you're gonna see, like I said, it's gonna do no damage, and you see there in the top right as the gladiator set, Weeping Wounds and Blood Rush is busy ramping up. Once it starts to ramp up, everything just dies. Everything dies extremely easy. And you'll see here, it's just quick. Now the reason why is because with the whole set and everything like that, if you look at how many slash procs I hit, okay, he's dead. There, see 32. I'm gonna zoom in and show you. So 32 slash damage hits there. It just stacks up, and because remember, slash damage scales with flat damage mods and Bane mods. Specifically Bane mods, they increase the damage considerably more. Why? Because they're multiplicative, so they just multiply damage. Also just flat damage mods like critical damage and things like that. You can put pressure point, that also works too. to increase the raw damage, that will work too. But in my opinion, this build it's more than enough, really. I mean, in terms of doing steel path and doing slash damage, it's not something that's instant. It's more of like a hit and forget. I just fell off, that's awkward. It's more of something that's like a hit and forget kind of thing. I just fell off again. So I'm just gonna get my stacks up here and ramp it up a little bit. You'll see the more you start hitting them, the more status you start hitting. It just ramps up the damage because condition overload procs and it's big boys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna prime it, and you can see I hit it a couple times and just and it's so many slash damage procs that it just absolutely destroys them. That see, instant. Alright guys, so that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this guide has helped you, and I hope that you go around killing everything in steel path with this Kronen Prime build and enjoy it. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.